Been called to just talk about a subject that I haven't really talked about before actually, and that is marketing and marketing in businesses. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background in it. I did multimedia at university, so I've been working with like all types of mediums my whole life, basically since my mid-20s. So I used to work in TV and film. I worked in advertising, like making commercials. I've worked in radio. I've done all sorts of stuff. And then I've always had my own businesses as well later on. I had my first business when I was 21, and then I've done a mixture of stuff. But anyway, I've always done like photo shoots and stuff like that. So when we had my vintage shop in Cox and Bologna vintage shop, we used to do loads of photo shoots for the clothes and stuff like that to help sell them. And that's when social media was starting to come out. That's when Instagram came out, and Facebook was getting bigger and bigger. And I have to say, back then it really made Cox and Bologna really well known in Bristol. And then we had the tea room, and I started learning how to do Google ads. And then I built my first website in my mid-20s as well, which was for Cox and Bologna. I got an agency to do it, and I did a really bad job, so I decided to build it myself. So I did, with the help of my husband, Chris. And so over these, I've always built my own websites for my businesses. And so I've got loads of experience. I used to run Facebook ads, Google ads, and I've done them all myself. I've also paid people to do them for me as well. So I've also had, I've spent loads of money, ridiculous amount of money, to marketing agencies to run my Facebook ads and Google ads for Wild Woman Tea. And what I found, and I've done loads of email marketing. So I've been doing email marketing for a very long time, since I had the tea room, so for over 15 years. So I have a ridiculous amount of experience, and the difference, I've done it off my own back, and I've done it because I had to learn how to do it to keep my businesses going. And don't get me wrong, it's not been an easy ride, so that there's been times where I've fallen over and I've had to pick myself back up with it. There's times where I've just chucked it in the bin and said I'm not going to touch marketing ever again and then come back to it. And social media is really important for certain businesses. So at the moment I have 3 companies. So I've got Empower World, which I run with Inga, which we're in the middle of building. It's just our Empower World platform for coaches and helping people to develop and change themselves if that's what they want. And it's a platform for loads of different coaches to sell their online courses, which we help create for them because we have the background in it. So that's what Empower World is about. And then I have Wild Woman Tea, which is my tea product, tea for women's hormones, and that was born out of Cox and Bologna, and that's e-commerce business that I own, and that's another different type of marketing involved in that. And that's been a roller coaster ride. And then I also have a cleaning company called Murphy's Cleaning Agency, which I run with my friend Chloe. She's my business partner in that. And that one has a completely different type of marketing as well, actually. It's like the one that actually, the cleaning company doesn't even have a website. Our clients, is word of mouth. It's actually proper old school. It's all word of mouth. It's huge. The cleaning company is absolutely huge. And then the e-commerce is actually quite a difficult business to run when it comes to marketing. And actually, I've been quite quiet a bit lately. So that's like, you need all of it. You need email marketing, you need Facebook, organic Facebook, organic Instagram, social media. Like, you need to use all the social media platforms, because it's an e-commerce business. But also when it's going really well, it runs really smoothly, and that's my little baby, Wild Women Tears, and so is Empower World. So an Empower World is another different kettle of fish again, and that needs to be run completely differently. So, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm actually really considering, a friend of actually Inga, my business partner for Empower World, she keeps saying that I have a wealth of marketing insights and information, which I really didn't think I had. But she's sort of convinced me that I have. So I'm thinking about start talking about it, and talking about my journey in marketing over the past 15 years. And sharing my knowledge with you all, and then you can take it or leave it, or take little bits of it. I have no idea what is going to happen with this process that when I'm talking about it. So once in a while you'll find a video of me talking about marketing and social media, and how it can help you in your business, and how to grow your business from a small business, not a huge, you haven't got loads of money, because I think everyone makes out that it is easy, and I think the world's changing quite a lot. And like, one thing I do use a lot now is AI. So I use AI massively, and I'm going to be using AI even more going into the future. And that's something I want to talk about as well. So if you have a small business, you have to embrace AI, otherwise you are going to be left in the dust, basically. So I thought I'd start talking about it, and then breaking it down to little pieces, and seeing if any of my information will help you. So this is the start of that process anyway.